11 airport essential things you should always do before boarding your flight. You made it to the airport, breezed through check-in, and now you're waiting to board your flight. But what if I told you that most travelers still make simple mistakes during this stage, and they don't even know it? From avoiding hidden germs to picking the better meal option, today I'm giving you 11 essential things you should always do at the airport before boarding your flight. Not just the usual arrive early advice, these are real, time-tested tips that can seriously improve your trip. And yes, the last one could be the difference between starting your journey relaxed or in full-blown panic mode. Let's kick things off with something most passengers still don't know about. Tip number 1. Don't drink the airplane coffee or tea. I know it sounds dramatic, but hear me out. That hot coffee or tea the flight attendant just handed you? It was most likely made using tap water from the plane's tanks, and those tanks are often barely cleaned. Multiple studies have shown that the water on airplanes can contain bacteria like E. coli or staph. And the little boiling they do when prepping coffee or tea? Not always enough to kill everything. So what should you do instead? Stick to bottled water, juice, or canned drinks during your flight, especially if you're flying budget or internationally. It's one of the easiest ways to avoid getting sick mid-journey. Tip number 2. Avoid the dirtiest places on the plane. Here's something most people don't think about. Those seatback pockets? Yeah, they're germ factories. Flight attendants have admitted that those pockets rarely get cleaned properly. Passengers shove in old tissues, food wrappers, even dirty diapers? Seriously. And tray tables? Same story. They're one of the dirtiest surfaces on the plane. So here's the move. Bring a small pack of antibacterial wipes in your carry-on. Wipe down your tray table and armrests when you sit down, and keep your personal items out of those seatback pockets. Want to know which time of day gives you the best chance at a smooth flight? That's coming up in the next tip. Tip number 3. Choose a morning flight when you can. Morning flights are statistically less likely to be delayed. Why? Because delays tend to build up throughout the day. A late arrival on Flight A causes a late departure on Flight B, and so on. Plus, turbulence is often milder in the morning. Cooler air and calmer atmospheric conditions mean smoother skies, especially helpful if you get anxious while flying. If you want a more relaxed, punctual experience, book that early bird flight. Tip number 4. Always go with the special meal option. Here's a clever trick that most travelers overlook. When you book your ticket, you'll often get the option to request a special meal, like vegetarian, low sodium, gluten-free, or even seafood. Now, even if you don't have dietary needs, these meals are usually fresher, tastier, and served earlier than the standard options. Why? Because they're prepared separately, often in smaller batches, and they don't sit around as long. So next time, select that special meal and enjoy your better-than-average in-flight dining. Feels like a travel secret because most people don't know it. Tip number 5. Use the bathroom before you board. It sounds basic, but it's a high-impact travel move. Airplane lavatories are cramped, often have a line, and depending on your seat, can be a hassle to get to, especially early in the flight when the seatbelt sign is still on. By using the airport bathroom before boarding, you avoid the rush, stay more comfortable during takeoff, and don't risk missing anything important during boarding announcements. Plus, let's be real. Starting your journey feeling fresh just feels better. Tip number 6. Use airline mobile apps that track your luggage. Most travelers still don't realize this. Many major airlines now let you track your checked luggage in real time through their official mobile apps. That's right. You can actually see when your bag is loaded, where it's headed, and even when it hits the baggage belt. No more guessing. No more panic at the carousel. All you need to do is download your airline's app before your flight. Make sure your airline offers luggage tracking. Delta, United, and Lufthansa all do. Then, when you check your bag, just tap the option to turn on bag tracking. It's totally free, and it gives you peace of mind and a head start if something goes wrong. Tip number 7. Check your flight status before leaving home. Before you even grab your bags or call that Uber, check your flight status. It takes 10 seconds to check your airline's app or a flight tracker, but it can save you hours of stress. Flights can be delayed, gates can change, and in rare cases, flights get canceled altogether. So double-check before you leave the house. If something's changed, you'll know in advance, and you can rebook or adjust without the last-minute scramble. Better to find out on your couch than in a long airport check-in line. Tip number 8. Use online check-in to skip lines. This one's a no-brainer, but way too many people still don't do it. Online check-in is usually available 24 hours before your flight. And if you're only traveling with carry-on, you can skip the check-in counter altogether and head straight to security. You can also confirm your seat, check for upgrades, and sometimes even switch flights. Plus, it just feels good to walk past that long line at the airport and go, "Nah, I'm good." Pro tip: save your boarding pass to your phone or screenshot it in case airport Wi-Fi is sketchy. Tip number 9. Pack smart and double-check for prohibited items. You'd be surprised how many people get stopped at security because of something they totally forgot was in their bag. Maybe it's a bottle of lotion over the liquid limit. Maybe it's a forgotten pair of scissors. Whatever it is, it slows you down and sets the wrong tone for the whole trip. So before you leave, take 3 extra minutes to check your carry-on for anything that shouldn't be there. Liquids over 100 milliliters? Take them out. Sharp objects? Nope. Even things like tools, batteries, or vape devices can cause problems, depending on your airline and destination. And don't forget, some items that are okay for checked baggage might still get confiscated from your carry-on. The rules can vary between countries, so it's worth double-checking with your airline's website before you pack. The goal here isn't just to follow the rules, it's to avoid stress at security, keep the line moving, and start your journey smoothly. Tip number 10. Carry your travel documents where you can grab them fast. Sounds simple, but you'd be shocked how many travelers are still fumbling at the counter, digging through backpacks and tote bags trying to find their ID or boarding pass. When you're at the airport, you need easy, fast access to your most important documents, like your passport, boarding pass, ID, visa, if you need one, and anything else specific to your destination. The best move? Put everything in one spot. It could be a document pouch, a travel wallet, or even just a dedicated outer pocket on your bag. The key is, you shouldn't have to unzip 5 zippers and dig past snacks and chargers to get to it. And if you're using your phone for mobile boarding passes or vaccine records, make sure it's charged, and that you've taken screenshots in case Wi-Fi or battery fails at the wrong moment. Little prep equals big payoff. Less fumbling, less stress, and fewer glares from the people in line behind you. Before we get into the final tip, I just want to say, if you found even one of these helpful, take a second to hit that like button and subscribe. I share new airport and travel hacks every single week, and your support helps more people fly smarter, stress less, and feel confident every time they travel. And now, let's wrap this up with something simple, but powerful. Tip number 11. Arrive early, but not too early. Yep, this one seems obvious, but hear me out, because the not too early part? That's just as important. We all know you should arrive at the airport early. For domestic flights, at least 2 hours in advance. For international? Minimum 3 hours. It gives you enough time to check in, get through security, fix anything unexpected, and grab a bite before boarding. But here's what most people don't realize. Arriving way too early can actually make the experience more stressful. Some airline counters won't let you check bags more than 3 hours before your flight. That means you could be stuck waiting outside security with your luggage, no access to gates, shops, or food. Not to mention the fatigue of wandering the terminal for 5 hours before your flight even boards. So get there early, but not painfully early. Plan around your flight time, check your airport's guidelines, and aim for that sweet spot where you're not rushed, but also not waiting around forever. It's the perfect way to put all these tips into action and start your journey with a calm, clear head.